Welcome in. Welcome in to another episode of Speak to My Heart. Today, we have none other than my beautiful friend, Shaysha Terry. Hello, Miss Songstress, poetress, author herself, standing in her truth, you guys. That smile right there just makes me be like, hey, y'all better smile, sparkle, and shine. Because you know what? When you really genuinely work in your gift, I'm talking about creative mode on purpose, being intentional. I'm going to do this, setting yourself apart, thinking differently because you want to renew your mind and keep your hands going, crafting what you see within yourself and using that to your advantage of knowing that you can step over anything, hello, and anybody. Mr. Angel Terry, welcome back to another episode of Speak to My Heart on this Super Soul Sister Sunday. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Great to be back.
What you been going? What you been over there doing? She be trying to be all what they say modest about this. No, she over there super excited, you guys. Shaz, what you been really doing behind the scenes that nobody actually really sees, but I know that you're doing the work. I see the work. I see you up here. Let me tell y'all something. She be so nice with it. She literally is on fire. I forgot that she was a poet, right? A little bit. But because she said it, I'm gonna create this. That was her way of letting me know I'm gonna come out singing too. I didn't know that you could sing like that, sister.
I didn't either.
How was that experience when you decided to say, I'm coming out, I'm coming out hot? What they say in church, no turning back. Yes, I'm happy because I'm on the right track. When you realize that self is on the right track, what did that experience really feel like to you?
It was like kind of crazy because this is something I used to want when I was like 14 years old. Just praying, like I just really wanted to do music. But at that time, I was like, it ain't good enough to me. It wasn't good enough to me. So I let it go and I just was focusing on other stuff. It's kind of funny how it happened. Because my sisters in Christ, they dropped a record and they was like, well, let's see if people could sing it back. So I said, okay, Lord, if this is hot and they react to this and they like it, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna get serious with this. So I dropped it, and then everybody in the comments, they was like, this is fire, this is hot. And I was like, what? I'm like, oh,
Eh,
okay.
she said fire and hot, them two things I like, fire and anything hot. Not spicy hot though. You hot. Your gift is hot. Your talent is on fire because you decided to open up that gift and unwrap it. What else was your like highlight moment for you when you realized that I can see? Oh, I made a track. It's sometimes when we're in our own quiet time of ourselves where the realization actually happens. What was that looking like for you, knowing some of the challenges that you had to face with, as I like to say, hashtag to everybody for being different, because I'm different. Look, I do things to bully, so don't be out here bullying people, okay? Because stand in your difference. She has actually overcome a lot of challenge that would hinder you mentally and emotionally in your gift. What was that like sitting to self and seeing, like really seeing self within and realizing I'm doing this?
It was like kind of crazy when I started listening back to it. I was like, this actually like sound good. I mean, the reason I held out on doing it for the longest time is because I'm not gonna release anything that's not excellence, especially when it's regarding Jesus.
Mm-hmm. 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 Shout out to Black History Month where she said excellence. And excellence deals with your virtue. Excellence is your behavior. Excellence is you. So when you stood on that excellence and saw that, and like she said, I'm not about to put out no messiness. We're not doing that. That's what a lot of people get hung up in. Is like, I'm gonna do it like everybody else. What would you say to the people out here when it comes to you seeing yourself experiencing your own gift, your own talent, your own creativity? And what would you say to the people out here that needs to stand in your gift, unwrap it?
I would say be yourself. God made you who you are for a reason. Share what you've been through. Your experiences is what's going to make the song unique, the music different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what is it that symbolizes or makes your music so authentically you? Because everybody,
I'm just
I have to find share you, at times. So everybody don't know Miss Shaisha Terry. And I say her name like that because she's the superstar. It's still superstar day. It's Sunday. Just because it's Sunday don't mean we give a shout out. Don't give a shout out now. Hello. You run into the place and you giving your money out. So let's give a shout out to Miss Shay and Terry. Ah! We're going past all odds and all stereotypes and all of what is your norm, and you're actually standing in your truth. What is so significant about your music that it stands out?
because I'm just trying to show the love of God through the music and what He's brought me to do, and that you can get through that too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what would that look like, say, for somebody who's over here? I'm just saying, when I know I'm emotionally going through, right? What's a song that you would recommend, say for me? Okay, say last week, and I was going through, right? And it's a particular song that and I call you and be like, "There, they hurt my feelings. I can't get back to focus." That would literally be me knowing that I have your number and you my friend. I'm literally gonna be like that. A whole big kid about something, because that's the space dealing with my feelings. My understanding of it is knowing that my feelings been touched and somebody touched them. You see? And not having and understanding that music is your love language. Is it not, Miss Terry?
It definitely is.
If only y'all can see her smile. It definitely is. Can you share a time where you know that yourself, yourself right here and your focus and your vibration, which deals with your emotions, wasn't aligned, and what that looked like for you? Like, what did you have to do? How did
That's
you get back in? How did you get back to, like, I can smile on purpose? It is not fake.
so funny you said that because I actually had that not too long ago, and I wrote a song that I haven't released it yet, but it's called "I Won't Match," which is basically about no matter what you do or somebody else is doing, I'm gonna keep being me, and I'm gonna keep showing the love of God, even when it's not easy. I mean, because Jesus loves us when it's not easy.
Mm, I won't match. Not matter. She said match. Because we all have to stand in our difference. How important is it in the society that we live in right now to walk, stand, breathe? I mean, really just stand out. Like,
It's
if you know that you're different, I always tell people, embrace your difference. Gratitude for the gifts. Embrace your difference. What does that look like for you? Like, what are your tools in your toolbox? Remember, I'm always talking about what's in your cup. So what's your tools in your toolbox that you use as your secret sauce over here for you when yourself isn't really, like, I know I am not aligned. I'm feeling like the teeter totter within.
mine is just my main thing is always like speaking to God, like about that situation. Like I know that sometimes we want to fight for ourselves, but I have to let God do that. Just stay in the
Mm,
line, spending time with Him.
that's that isolation. Staying in line, to stay in alignment, requires you to go into isolation. Go into ICU. I see you. Three little letters. I see you. Do you really see yourself when it's that when we're teeter-tottering, when we're feeling unbalanced? And she says she wrote a song, so that means I'm utilizing, I'm taking notes, you know that, right? Mental notes, because this is meaning where it helps us to be strong. You know what I'm saying? And shine. It helps me to be strong and still shine. So I'm not dulling or dimming my light. What are like your three go-to happy, joy spaces or things, even if it's funny? Like, what's the one funny thing that you have that you could go to and you personally can look at and just start laughing and forget about whatever that was that was trying to traumatize you, desensitize you, make you feel some type of way. So, what is actually like your go-to so you can laugh?
I'll
Laugh.
probably say like watching like Hell's Kitchen with Gordon
Oh,
Ramsay. I start cracking up.
facts. Yes. I think, do you have a favorite episode or a favorite one? Because the Hell's Kitchen, he's got Master Chef, he's got a lot of anything in the kitchen with him. What is your favorite show of Gordon Ramsay? I think mine is Master Chef, and when they get to the part of taking, um, as I call it, they got to go do the work outside the building. We got the last 10 or last 8, and we got to go chef to somebody, and he has it like Hell's Kitchen for real. Like, you're missing items. Y'all have a limited amount of time to prepare, and you got like 500 people that you're preparing a meal for. So, what's your favorite one? Mine is Master Chef when they get to like almost the end.
Mine is Secret Service, where he go undercover and he look in the restaurants and see how they've been keeping it up. And then when
Hmm.
he come in there and he take his whole mask and everything off, and he be like, "You put your forks down." I just be laughing.
Me too. I liked it that when he does the Secret Service part of the kitchen and stuff, and they don't know that it's him, and you get to actually see what's going on in the kitchen. So for self, I could say, okay, so for me, it'll be the question is, what is one of the number one things from watching Gordon Ramsay that you would turn around here and revert that for a self mastery?
Okay, that would be like when he finds them, he catches them, making sure your kitchen is clean. Like within myself, making sure everything is clean, that it's looking how it's supposed to, and that nobody's able to change where I'm supposed to be at.
Mm. And you know what? Nobody's really changing anyways. You're allowing.
Right.
You're allowing. And that took me a minute to actually receive. And I had to receive. I allowed this. Even if I was like having a stubborn moan with it. Welcome in like that. Even if I was having a stubborn mode, right? Or like one of them, I created this. What? This don't make any sense. How? And then the moment that you realize allowing this to go on after you see it, allowing yourself to continue to remain in Hell's Kitchen, which is of thyself, because you created this. You created the gunk. You created the oil that's been sitting there forever. You created the spoiled food. You created the dysfunction. You created all of this. And then that's what we're going to go serve to somebody. Ew. But I'm sitting down. Hold up. The crazy thing of that is that you're eating this too. Because you got it first. So why not just go in and do it right?
Exactly.
Right the first time. That's my motto. That is my motto since I've had children. If you do it right the first time, I won't say nothing. If you do it right the first time, you won't have to go back. I won't say nothing if you ain't got to go back.
Exactly.
What? What now, since you're in where she's song, dancing, and poetry going on and everything, can you give me Whatever, can you do a poetry off the top of your dome, or is it where like somebody like me, I got to read off my paper?
I can do one
I
off
got
the dome.
you can. Yes. Galactic, take notes on what we just said since you said great point. We're gonna break that down with the Kundalini and all of your DNA for real, dealing with music and alignment. Because if it's not clean, you can't rise. That's like going to the club, right? And you don't go to the club all mad, fire hot, and everything like that. I promise you, them switches is coming out. You cannot tell me that you ain't about to pew, 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 pew. You ain't gonna be doing that. Everybody that I have seen come to the club with a whole grudge on their shoulder, they mad or whatever. You're inside angry, and then you bring yourself to the club where we try to have a good time. Good time. We over here celebration time. Come on. Hey, it's time to celebrate. It's a party going on around here. See what I'm saying? Like, how can you possibly bring yourself from your sanctuary or whatever you got going on and take yourself somewhere else? Right? Because I told you it's
Right.
Black History Month. Shout out to Black History Month because they ain't here to celebrate. They ain't here to think about the authors, the singers, the rappers, the creators, all of these people who have created where we at right now. They're not here to give their story of something that they touched or seen or somebody they had experience with. My children's grandmother got to see and meet BB King. What?
Wow.
You see, it's people that were here or still here. My mother got to meet Smokey Robinson when she was a kid. Come on now, that's what I heard it through the grapevine. Sunshine. You know what I'm saying? You can't even think. And the 3rd of September. You see what I'm saying? You instantly think of songs, which raises your vibration. So let me tell you what it raises you out of. It raises you out of dog shit mentality. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you to my bebop in the back. But it raises you out of that vibration, which keeps you stagnant. I'm going to share my stagnation because that's what I do, right? Continue to share, like, follow you guys. Shout out to the TikTok family because Shades and Terry is on YouTube right now. Follow me on Speak to My Heart, the number 2, you guys. Hey, go find me. Subscribe, like, and share it to anybody else. And if you'd like to be a part of Speak to My Heart, just inbox, connect with me, DM. It don't matter. Put it in a comment and we'll connect together and we'll get your story out here because you are the truth and you do matter. And everything about you, you have overcome to this moment right now so that you can always do this thing I say, shine on purpose intentionally and stand on it. Respect yourself. Hey, 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 hey. This is without the radio because I am the frequency. I am that radio. See what Remembrance does? Miss Terry's face, because we could be over here. It's the God in me. Hey, it's the God in me. Hey, hey, you know when that song came out, just the beat was like, dude, it's the God in me. And then here it was, Canton Jones. See, Black History Month, Canton Jones. Shout out to Canton Jones. All I need is 5 seconds. Like that song right there hit so hard. The beats and the melodies in these songs is what raised yourself up from whatever stagnant mindset and emotionalism. Can you think of a song real quick that happened to have you where you cheesing like you is right now?
Yeah, Mary, Mary, thankful.
I'm so thankful for my blessings. Yeah, like real fast. Oh, and all I want to do is go to heaven, heaven. That, oh, yes,
That's a
yes,
nice
yes.
one.
Yeah, I like that one. These songs raise your vibration, raise you out of this mindset of believing that you're right, that you got to be stuck somewhere. Baby, ain't nothing stuck but glue, and it don't even stay that stuck unless you get some Gorilla Magnet type of glue. But that's you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to
Yeah,
go
I
get
get you.
some hair stick, and you can't move that ever. It's like I'm stuck right here. Am I my antenna is just gonna stay stuck just like this, right? Why stay like that? Freedom, freedom. Let freedom ring from every landslide and every hill. Let freedom ring. Let the freedom of your voice ring. Let the freedom of your heart sing. Freedom needs to ring because it's what it is within inside of you. Free in the dome of side of you. Free dome. You can be shackled all you want, but the freedom is within you. Freedom chains that emotionally bond you and attach you to somebody else or something else. Free dome. Be free right here. Because when you're free right here, you can do anything. Yes, I can. You can sing anything. Yes, I can. You can say anything. Yes, I can. You can be anything and anybody that you want to be because you removed the shackles off your feet, your heart, and your mind, and you allowed yourself to, I see you. Miss Terry's going to give us a poetry. Gratitude.
You ready?
Gratitude. Yeah, already.
Okay. He's as fierce as a lion, as gentle as a dove. Of course, he understands pain. Of course, he has love for you. He will never turn his back. Remember, he still said that he forgave, so I forgive. I know love because he first loved me. Remember, God will supply all your needs.
Woo! Where I just freedom, freedom. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. Doom, 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 doom. I love music, so I've been made my whole little beat. Got the background over here with me. Hello, bars. You gotta allow yourself to be free. There is no such thing as fear, but fear that you want to have with yourself and attaching yourself to things that ain't even of you because you ain't even of this world. You just here for a minute, visiting. And Miss Terry know I flow off of I just flow because I'm one with myself and I know how to sit in who I am and be who I am because I can be Empress. Hello, key on purpose because I'm the only one got the key to unlock my heart. That's why it's called Speak to My Heart. I'm the only one have the key, but if you speak, I will remember, oh, I got the keys. Hold on. Wait a minute. You got the keys. You got the keys, fella. You got the keys, lady. You got the keys to your mind, the keys to your heart, the keys to your soul, the keys to that treasure. You got the keys to the house that you want. You got the keys to that mansion. I'm not talking about just any type of house. I'm talking about that crystalline house up there. Woo, up there. The crystalline house up there. See, it's better knowing than having. And if I know, hello, if I know, that means I know what I know, what I know, and all I got to do is stand on it. Juanita Bynum said, and I've been seeing this post ever since last year, and it's still going. She said, this ain't the season for you to be soft. This ain't the season for you to be like, oh, all right, I'm going to get to that later. This is the season to look yourself in the eye. Really get nuck if you buck with yourself and be in that mode. I wish you would. Remember Cedric the Entertainer on Kings of Comedy? He came out with that part. I don't know if it's Cat Williams or not. I seen it with Cedric doing it. And he was talking about us living in the land of wish. I wish, right? No, we wish nigga would. Okay. Be in my seat. You know, can't nobody sit in your seat. Because it take me back to my kids doing that little nonsense. He in my seat. She in my seat. Your seat is where your ass sits at. Wherever you sit at is your seat. So go sit in the seat of you. You know, the seat of you is the one that's valuable. The seat of you, the one that holds integrity. The seat of you that does know how to turn the pain into passion. Miss Terry, you have a wonderful talent, wonderful gift. Can you share a bit of your story that deals with the as I call it, the emotional chords, the stereotype chords, the family chords, the trends that I've had to detach myself from so that I can really stand today in my purpose? People always think that it's like, oh, it that's nothing for you. Really? It wasn't easy. You get ugly for yourself, you know. And what even about getting ugly? It's about releasing myself from what you think you had me stuck in.
Right.
Is it easy, Miss Terry?
No, it definitely ain't easy.
How did you have to handle yourself mentally? You know, because when you're standing in something, the real of when we do distance ourselves and detach the attachments that are no longer serving us, it is not a pleasant feeling outside of us. Internally, we know that, oh, I got to do this. But externally, you're still feeling the pull, you know, the tug of war, the teeter totter a little bit. What what was that like for you? You know, because your title is Nothing Stops a Star. And what came to resonate with you that you knew that I have to do this, even though that pain and that tug of war is hurting?
Yeah, I would say especially like in the beginning of my walk because I had to really like isolate myself from my family a lot. And after losing my mom, that was kind of hard because I wanted to be close, with the family members I had left. But I had to isolate because I know God was trying to do something new in me that ain't been done in my family since my grandmother.
Generational curse breaker, generational curse breaker, generational curse breaker. Freedom! Freedom! I'm telling y'all, every time she opens, all I can think of is freedom. Free yourself. Free yourself. Shout out to 1969 Harlem Music Fest. That was phenomenal. I think I'll go watch that again and again because the vibration that you're like, oh, I didn't even like you're over here rocking with the music, right? All night long. All night. Rock. See, I don't even need a radio because I have vibed with so many generations of music that you are your own radio. When you get in tune, get in tune, get in tune. Your latest song, what was the song that you created before that you over here harmonizing and singing everywhere right now that don't nobody know about on the TikTok family? Because I gotta tell y'all, Shot Asia Terry. I'm gonna put it in the comments while she get her vocals together because she know it's gifting day and it's time for her to shine on purpose and give us that gift.
Uh-uh. It probably would be, do you? I don't know it 100% off art, but like, do you represent Christ in every single way? Do you show love to people? Do you walk past them? Do you ignore them? Do you look down on them just because you escaped that season and they're still in that season?
Y'all better stop dimming. Y'all better stop going playing with folks' lights out here and messing with folks and spitting stuff on people. That's real right there. Are you really supporting somebody or are you really over here, as I say, in dogma mentality and giving them dog shit and then thinking that that's what, oh, I spit some wisdom. No, you didn't. You spit from a hateful place outside of you, and it wasn't about shining the light because God is about shining light. shining your light, be in the light, you be in the light, seasoning people with salt, savory salt, savory meaning tastes good. I'm on my plant-based journey right now, and I got my Larry's and I got my slap your mama sauce up there. I know how to go season up my meat, chop up some onion, little bell pepper in that, put it together, honey. Y'all must don't cook with love. Ooh, ooh, because that's what that looks like. Am I giving in love? Am I giving in a way that it resonates with you or relates with you? It resonates with you or relates with you. Does it make you be, oh, okay, I like that? You might not even know the artist. My son, we was singing it. What's the name of that song? Eddie Murphy song. Party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. See, all he had to do was say that, right? That is Eddie Murphy. That's why I said shout out to our Black History Month. Like, shout out to our Black History people. Shout out to you. You are his and her story. Hello? You got to pat yourself on the back. We still here. We can make a new song. Hello, I can party all the time, party all the time, party all. I love that song, you guys. And I just found out yesterday was Eddie Murphy. Hello. See what I'm saying? But I just want to let you know you are phenomenal over there. Every time she come up with bars, and I just come up with a new artist. See how alignment looks? There's no, oh, I'm taking from her and she's taking from me. No, she's flowing in her gift and I'm flowing in mine. Flowetry, harmony. Looks like we know how to be unified. See that heart right there? That's a nice small heart, right? But when it expands because we know how to be in alignment. We know how to be grouped up. We know how to, hello? We know how to each one, teach one, each one, reach one. We know how to do that, right? Because we know how to make sure our DNA, because if you look at my hands, that's what it kind of looks like a little bit, the DNA structure. That's what I'm talking about. Being here is for you to know that somebody cares. Yesterday was whatever day, as I call it, happy love day, happy love weekend. I surely did. Happy love every day. I seen more couples outside together yesterday than I have in all of, I don't even know. So couple up with yourself and go love yourself. Be with yourself on purpose. Hey, couple up with yourself and love yourself and be with yourself on purpose. Welcome in those who came in TikTok. This is the Speak to My Heart show. And my guest today is Shays and Terry, you guys. And she is spoken word artist. She really is a freestylist. She really a freestyle. But she does poetry also. She does songs. She does music. But most importantly, she does what we all know, which is about you saying yes to yourself. And she does that intentionally and let you know that God said, do this and love. What is one of your most challenging moments in the now for yourself dealing with your music and spoken word? And have you been to any poetry nights? Did it freeze up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I said, what's one of your most challenging moments in the now? And have you been to any poetry settings and spoken, my dear?
No poetry settings. The most challenging thing is just trying to be able to get the music done because with me working, it's hard to, get it all done when I want to get it done.
Oh, so that's the challenging part is the work and getting it done. So are you balanced in that area? to know that when I say balance, because if you're not balanced, your emotions will be all over the place. Welcome in, Yahshua allows our praise to you, Your Highness. Also, um, when we're not balanced, our emotions do this inside of us, and we don't have to admit it, but we project it. We'll project how we are inside, and we'll give that to the next person, or we'll even give that to our own creativity space by procrastinating.
Right. No, I'm definitely balanced. Like my days off, I just focus on doing it then.
There go isolation again. So on your days off, or actually something, do you vibe to your own music or do you vibe to other people's music also?
I've been listening to my songs more now, but I mostly really vibe out to the other people's songs.
So what is one thing or somebody, hold on, we're gonna do the somebody. Give me 3 artists that inspires you to continue to be great intentionally on purpose.
I would say Mary Mary, probably the whole Kingdom Music family, and Lecrae.
Ah! I'm dripping holy water. I'm dripping holy water. I'm dripping holy water. Hey, that song right there by Lecrae. You guys, you have to go listen to the song, Lecrae song, Holy Water. Him and this song, it was like my mind just blew up, right? And I was like, oh, he's speaking about me. Hey. Because when you know who you are, the song will resonate personally on a personal level. You can, man, what? Can't touch this. Dee-doo, 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 dee-doo. Hey. And that actually beat right there, if you love music, you'll go see that beat goes to she's a very kinky girl. And you so music is just like he's saying, forward and reverse. Okay, and before I even go 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right. No, hop with it now. That's exactly how we create that space of, as I call, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Creating a space of happy, happy, joy, joy is creating it within yourself. And if you are not, I suggest, I'm going to say this, dig within yourself. Dig. Because clearly it says in Jeremiah, for I know the plan and thought I have for you. It's a comma, so we're going to pause because it's a curve. That means don't go nowhere. That ain't a straight line right after that. That goes like this. I know, you know the thoughts and plans that you have for yourself, but you're not going to get there and sit with your God self, your God consciousness, and have a conversation with God until you go be still and be quiet. And you got to know God. You have to know this. You're going to have to receive in a different manner, right? In where we're at now in our society, how important is it on mental awareness being like it is, mental health, or is it just a disease that you decide to attach yourself to that has you in a disability?
Oh, it's definitely important. I would even say before my mom passed, she battled with depression a lot, and I didn't realize that until really spending time with the Lord, and He healed her with that. But all that time, I just thought that was like normal behavior, and I didn't get, why she was acting that way. But now I know she was battling with depression.
Shout out to all our peoples out here. Shouts out to all our people out here for real. Seriously, you don't know how difficult it is to be dealing with self in a manner where you don't know how to control. You don't know how to reach out. You don't know how to heal or help yourself, right? When you don't know how to do these things, you become ashamed, embarrassed, um, a different type of isolation. This isolation is unhealthy. A different being yourself, which is now this is me and accepting what you think is your being, and it's not, because it's enabling you to be accurate, to be the seed, to be planted so that you can be rooted, divinely rooted in truth, noble, righteousness, virtue, joy, peace, love, harmony, patience, kindness, self-control. Because one has self-control over oneself. One knows what one needs to do when those anxiousness come. Anxiousness comes because it tries to block out the ancient message that you need to receive, and probably because it's so highly dealing with your ancestors and God, you don't know how to receive something to that magnitude because you're not ready to receive the capacity of self, so you can't even to receive what's happening. My heart is with you, Miss Terry, because I know the songs that you put out here are for one to heal. Shout out to Galactic, because he said, wholeness is abundance. I added my sauce to it, but wholeness is abundance. Some of the Denzel Washington coming in my head. You know, he be out in the great debaters and stuff and all that when they were yelling stuff. But wholeness is abundance. I'm so grateful that the time frames that I've had in church, you know, I'm being real. Because if I never did go to church, I would have never picked up a Bible and sat with it in my isolation and being able to speak to my heart, Holy Spirit. See, the spirit of you had to speak to you. And it can't speak to you if you're in a whole bunch of mess with you, which is dishonesty, disloyalty, not valuing oneself. Because see, when you don't value you, you don't hear you. Because you can't heal you. Because you can't feel your own energy. Hearing and healing both have E in it. So before I do anything, I need to get right with myself and to get in my own space. I need to get in my own calmness. I need to get in my own being. They say, get right with the Lord. Yeah, get right with you. Clearly it says in Psalms, ye are God. May I let you know that ye are God. Ye are God. I love the factor that you use music to align and heal yourself. What is something that you would give to the women out here that, you know, a lot of times women don't go listen to music. I say music like the right music sometimes. But we'll go listen to some R&B or some, you know, some some old I'm gonna get you sucker type music, like to get you, I'm about to, you know, this, that, and that. But bust the windows out his car. I never forget Jasmine Sullivan cut out that dang old song. And I was like, you know how many windows got busted after that?
Uh-uh.
I know that we as women go through a lot. We go through a lot with people, places, things, but you know, a lot of times we go through a lot just because we created a person in our space. And I'm saying men and family. Those would be our two hangups. I just say mine, my two hangups, family and a person and a male, the opposite sex, the other gender. Because my compassion is me. I had to learn this with somebody. And when I started saying, you don't have compassion, right? I realized that I had, as he just said, reclaiming authorship of your existence. It's going to require compassion. And all these things for, you know, our Bible people, they're in the Bible. Your identity is attached in that Bible. You just got to know the right wording. Words have power of life and unalife. So if they have power of life and unalife, Why don't you put a bridle on your mouth and fix your thoughts and go align them with what needs to be aligned so that yourself and your heartness can get releasing. That's what it looks like of let go. This is still Sunday, okay? So letting go means I need to go in here where my heart is. And I need to allow myself to see what's there that is hindering me from walking by faith. Wouldn't that be correct, Miss Terry?
That is correct.
Okay. And isn't walking by faith requiring me to blind the two binoculars that I have so that I can see in my consciousness of God, correct?
Correct.
And all that's out the Bible still. So when you shoot the messenger that's giving you divine truth, that allows one to still be stuck in the mud, right?
Correct.
So what would you say to the women out here? Just because I understand the energy of yesterday, and I understand why it's set like it is, we don't even have to talk about what's understood. So to all my women out here, we're going to give y'all some energy. Miss Terry's going to give you what you actually need to do, even if it's music, what sounds, whatever, even her own sauce with it. All right, Miss Terry.
As for it being like music, my biggest thing of what I learned is just release it. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about who likes it or who doesn't. If God has put it on your heart to do it, just do it. If it's about relationships, show up as best you can. Be loving to them. But if they're stealing your peace, then you have to limit your time with them. Because you work too far. God has brought you too far to take you back.
You better say that. You better say that. God has brought you too far to take you. You know what? You brought yourself too far. Too far. We've come too far by faith. You come too far by just faith. The energy of faith moves mountains. And I can walk around, walk through, walk from, away from anybody and anything that's hindering me from walking by faith and not by sight. That means walking in that frequency and that energy that allows me to grow and know and see who I am, because it clearly says, for I know the thoughts and plans I have for you. I know the thoughts and plans I have for you. She said isolation about 5 or 6 times, you guys. I would most definitely write that word down, separate it, break it up, see yourself in that. If you look at isolation when you go, if you look at ICU when you go to the hospital, right? You can't go in there without being suited up, booted up, and everything. Just one person can go in there. They got to unzip all this or unlock you in a special room. Are you willing to go in the special room with yourself where you are laying at and ready to, and yourself has been waiting for you to come and lay with and be one? Lay with and be one. What is the one advice that you most definitely would give, Miss Terry, especially to those who are out here in their artistry, creative, superstar mode on purpose, so they can continue to shine in their gift?
Just create, believe in yourself, and believe in the gift that God gave you. He didn't choose you by accident. He didn't give you that gift by accident. So know that you can do it, and you can imagine what His plans are for you in that gift.
You ain't created on purpose. It's intentional. Let me say that it's intentional. Intentional ain't a word to just take like for lightly. Intentional is a word that you really might need to go look up. See, the intent is to cause something. Intentional means it's going to move that something. Intentionality is it's on purpose for the city of you. It's really in purpose. I am intentionality. I cause waters to move. I breathe out fire words. I float and exist here intentionally because I shine on purpose. Miss Terry, I want to say thank you so much for coming. How can the audience reach you? Like, are you on Spotify? Are you out here on, where are you at? Because I know how to get in contact with her because she's my friend. Okay. So she on the Facebook and I think she's on the TikTok. Hold up. Before we go, no. Thank you. That's self, that's mind consciousness. Miss Terry got a podcast, y'all. I just forgot about that. I forgot about the one thing that I was trying to make sure of, the mothership that I had, and it was the special sauce. Thank you, sauce. The same ring. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring a ring my bell. Okay. Miss Terry, could you introduce your podcast to the show, and when is the shows, and how do we get on? How do we come up and be a guest?
Oh yeah, it's called the Meet You Where You're At podcast. I usually drop it on every Sunday on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Meet you. She didn't say meet you there. Did you say meet you there?
Meet you where you, Meet you where you're at.
Oh yeah. All right. And what days does the show air? Or do you just
Sunday.
air your show? Sunday? It is Sunday. It's gonna air today.
Well, not Sunday, Saturday. I just did it Saturday.
Because I'm like, I took her spot. Hey, Superstar Sunday, you guys. So meet you where you're at podcast. And you can find Shades of Terry most definitely on the YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. And I most definitely will be relinquishing more of her and her gifts out here more and more, especially for the TikTok family, so that they can get connected with you, because we are family. And he says faith is frequency, awareness, intention, trust, and harmony. Do you hear that? Like, breaking down what the word means. You know what I'm saying? Frequency, awareness, intention, trust, and harmony. That's all you. And I can look at it backwards and look at it being like your harmony aligned to yourself. So you trusted yourself. You trusted this, and you intentionally trusted what you saw, because only you saw what was between the mountain, on the other side of the mountain. Only you saw what was between the firmament, meant to govern your mind so that you can be aware of this and that ain't real, so that you can raise your frequency to a higher cosmic, galactic, astral plane, so that you can always be in your crown chakra and know that who you are, because I am who I am. High five. Yay! High five over there too. Meet you where you're at. Podcast by Shades of Terry will be next Saturday, you guys, and let's catch her so we can get up there. And like she said, I just meet you where you at. I just meet you where you at. And if we could just meet so many people where they're at and stop getting in this, oh, you have to come over here and do it this way. No, that ain't right, bro. Yeah, I ain't fooling with you no more. Stop cutting people off that you know are clearly aware that they different. You know, we if you know, how about this? Energy don't lie. People do. Energy don't lie. People do. So if God cut the branches from Jesus that didn't bear no fruit, don't go back down so I can look at it again. Meaning you ain't have no frequency, no awareness, intention, trust, and harmony, harmonization with you that allowed me to feel you. You didn't have nothing. And I'm sorry, but I gotta cut you because you ain't bearing no fruit. So that means you rotten from the core. But allow yourself to at least meet somebody where they at. And the best thing to do that is they gift. Unwrap their gift. so that they can unfold themselves. Miss Terry, thank you so much for always coming back and sharing your gift, because she gonna come back, you guys. And when she come back, she gonna have these songs. I'm just trying to catch you on spot so you can get something you can sign for me at least one time. She does. So thank you so much, Miss Terry. Is there anything, last words that you would want to give to the audience on this Super Sister Soul Sunday?
I just want to say, don't give up. Whether you've been in that situation for a while, that storm, and you feel like nothing is changing, God is working behind the scenes, and your situation is going to turn around. Just stay in it, stay close to Him.
With that being said, are we gonna leave off with this? My mind's made up, no turning back. Yes, I know I'm on the right track. My mind's made up, no turning back. Yes, I know I'm on the right track. One more time, because they go higher. My mind's made up, no turning back. Yes, I know I'm on the right track. Hey, get in alignment. Get in alignment. Get in alignment. Whatever you do to self today to get yourself in alignment, just know my mind's made up. No turning back. Yes, I know. I'm on the right track. That's my second born over there, you guys. If you have children, go love on them. I bet you they gonna raise your vibration. Go do the quirkiest, craziest things. Them come here, give me some love, give me some kisses, give me hugs. Raise your own vibration by loving on your own seed. Watch the frequency of yourself, which is your mind and your emotions, change. Do not continue to stay attached to what makes you detach. Love yourself. But for now, you guys, I just want to say peace, love, and soul. Shout out to the Soul Train family, because that was my highest vibration every Saturday. Donnie Cornelius was my big brother. I was like, Pops all this time. So you guys, peace, love, and soul as always.